He worked for the county. Obviously, we all know that he worked for the county, and then he kind of directed and got that Institute for Nonviolence in San Jose, teaching people about nonviolent conflict resolution. We have that going on in Mayfair. Continue to do that. One of his last projects, and the project that he really didn't see all the way through, and that we're kind of moving towards, is really that getting the old mission church of Guadalupe named a National Historic Site as part of the National Park Service. And why that's important to Sal, that was, again, it was history. As I said before, remember I talked about his feet were firmly planted in history and in the people and the soil of this land, and he was close to the earth that understood the cries of the poor. And we don't gather for a place to tell the story. We lose our roots in San Jose. We lose our identity. Sal agitated us to understand our identity as a valley. That we aren't just a valley of Apple, Google, Yahoo, and Adobe. We're a valley of workers. A valley of campesinos. A valley of a place where Filipinos and Mexicanos worked together to better their lives hand in hand. A place that gave the imagination to a young farm worker to be a national and an international inspiration for social change, Cesar Chavez. Sal understood why it's important to tell that story. But when we pave over all of the landmarks that speak to the deeper story of San Jose and Silicon Valley, we lose a part of ourselves. Having a peace pole isn't just having a third peace pole, a number of peace poles on campus, but it's a way to kind of show that a pole in the ancient world was a connection between the divine and the creation. It was a pole that sat, whether it held up a kiva or held up different kind of structures, it was always the center that would point to different directions. That would give people a sense of where they stood, where they're going, and where they came from. Sal was a living pole, a peace pole, an agitated pole that kind of kept them moving all over the place. But nonetheless, a peace pole in himself. Having a peace pole that's named after Sal in his honor is significant. In a community college where the majority of students are first-generation college students like myself. They are first-generation people, first-generation Americans.